Hello? Oh, all right. Good afternoon. How y'all doing?
Jay, I wanted to ask you about playing high school ball for us, Columbia and South Carolina. I know there's a couple other guys here. I know Marco Jackson saying that y'all even got up in the senior bowl.
Yeah.
Just being one of those guys, one of the Tigers from South Carolina that are here this week, what's that kind of like?
Man, it's amazing. Especially, I played with DeMarco in the recent Senior Bowl too. It's just been a blessing, especially knowing guys from my area here. I'm just taking it all in. Especially like in high school, I played a defensive end and tight end, a triple option. So just coming from there, being here, is just amazing.
Marco said y'all like ran track against each other maybe at some point, or y'all were like at the same meets, that kind of thing?
Nah, I don't recall. I don't recall that. Man, it's still a surreal feeling to me, honestly. Just stepping in that stadium, it just kind of bring back so many flashbacks. The biggest thing I probably remember is Keely getting that ball and me just trying to block for him. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just a surreal feeling. I think it's just an example of the hard work that we put in. It all started in the beginning of that year, and we just set that standard. So just seeing like how the hard work has paid off, and to be at this point right now and seeing like we're still not there yet, but just seeing like the progress has come is just an amazing feeling as well. As soon as I seen him catch the ball, I was like block, 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 block. Who can I block? So when he got in that touchdown area, I was still kind of antsy because like you never can be too close with Alabama. So when he got that touchdown, I finally was like, I think I can breathe a little bit. It honestly just hit me when I got here. Cause when I seen the field again, cause soon as we were done with the game, went straight into training, honestly, and then I just haven't had time to think about it. Just looking at the field now, it's just like, wow, you really did it. Just proving I'm a very versatile player. Can do it all. Feel like I can rush on the edge, do the run fits, and cover. So I just show that I could do it all, just like I show on tape. Yeah. Man, I trained with Jermaine too. We both trained in Frisco, Texas at EXO. So just seeing him there and how far he came, I want to say he led the ACC in sacks. It just all the work that he done put in. it just he held them to the standard at FSU, and it's just an amazing feeling from that too.
I was thinking Coach Muschamp was in a couple different roles while you were in Georgia. I'm curious just what, if any, kind of impact does he have on you and on the defense as a whole?
Well, when I first was getting recruited, he was the head coach at South Carolina. So when he came back to Georgia, I was a little surprised. He came up to me, it was like, funny seeing you here. I was like, nah, it's funny seeing you here. So just working with him, especially from a special teams role, I was like the L2. So big thing he always says is DVR, deny vertical return. Just the lessons I learned from him, having him and Coach Smart, just like two gurus in the room. You can't ask for nothing better. I just worked with Jarvis Jones a lot, so like I did a lot of that in high school actually. So came in a lot of third down situations, but just using my hands, working speed moves or any type of scissors, just different routes. I would work with Jarvis, and he would help me with that before games. How often? As soon as they told me, it kind of threw me in that role at Jack. It's always good. Like he was coaching me when, like, as an inside linebacker too, just off of blitzes. So it wasn't nothing like unnormal, unnatural. But when he was teaching me, I know his stature speaks for itself. So just taking everything he had and learned, I'm gonna listen. He hasn't. I have. It was good. They showed a lot of wisdom. He didn't just talk to me about football, but he talked to me about life too. So I really like the message they was giving me. Brian, I haven't met with the Patriots. Yes, sir.
Are there other linebackers that went to Georgia that followed the league and thought, like, I want to be up there and play with some of the guys?
That from Georgia. Roquan, Monty, Natrez, you could any of them honestly. I still talk to all of those guys to this day, so it's like literally brotherhood. So any of them, Tay Crowder. They say don't take anything for granted. They said from this point on, it's like you got to bring your A game every single day. So like coming into this combine, don't take anything for granted. Put in your best effort. They said even when it doesn't stop there. You can never relax up to this point.
I gotta ask you, we've known you've had a dynamic personality. We've seen you talk to you. How about this Devontae Wyatt? Is Devontae always had this kind of a personality? Is he one of the more colorful guys in the locker room?
Him and JD are best friends, so that could tell you that by itself. Yeah, he's very goofy personality as well. He always gets me smiling and going. So yeah, wonderful teammate. And that was a dream team, D-line, especially with JD. That's like a linebacker's dream, taking on two guys by himself. I can't ask for nothing better at linebacker. Oh, my gosh, he could let me free on so many plays. I wish wherever I go, there was a D-line. I'm going to do my part, but I want the D-line to be like that it was at Georgia. I'll probably show them the Tennessee game, just solely off of production. Yeah.
Are there one or two inside linebackers that stood out to you that are going to be the next wave starting?
All the linebackers there are pretty good. Tresman has been stepping up. Jamon, he's been showing flashes even last year. And then Smile, Smile is a very fast, quick guy. So, like, all three of them, even Sori is learning linebacker now, but if they put him a scout team at running back one time, and just seeing him move, I was like, wow. So, like, it literally is up for grabs for anybody.
You saw that explosive pursuit angles you take. You almost look like a running back. You play some running back in your background?
Just tight end in the triple option. I probably had 2 catches in high school. I did a little bit of track and field, but I didn't do any running events because my coach was always scared of me, like, pulling a hamstring. I did more field events.
I was just going to ask you about those crazy pursuit angles we see. Did you arrive like that, or was that like a work in progress throughout your career to get to this point?
It was kind of natural, but Coach Schumann also taught me one thing I used to do a lot when I was younger is over pursue the ball. So just Coach Schumann just taught me to stay at that hip pocket. He was like, "You're fast enough. Like, why are you trying to overrun these players?" So just I'm reading that hip, and soon I'm just locking into that hip. Wherever that hip goes, I'm going. Analytics, his brain, one of the smartest guys I've ever met. He, as a co-defensive coordinator, he has so many different creative ideas, different blitzes that he gets along, telling us to use our hand. He's like the complete coach. Anytime. I want to put a low 4.5 or 4.4. I'm not doing bench here, but when I do at my pro day, I want to hit 15. What can I offer a team? It depends on what the team wants. I feel like I could do it all. Like I was saying earlier, rush off the edge, good with the run, fits, and cover. It's just what scheme they put me in. I feel like I can do whatever they want me to do. No, not really. I write run fits more, so like just hitting the inside zone gaps, the outside zone gaps. Like that's what I like to do. Run downhill. So. Can you say that again? I feel like what you see is what you get with me. Like how I come out here, just like show my personality, or just like talk to different coaches. Like what you see right now is how like I act all the time. So I have my passion shows for the game. I feel like when I'm out there, just the energy I provide, that's just me.
What's it like playing for Dan Lanning?
Dan Lanning. Coach Schumann. I want to I had Coach Schumann and Coach Land. Coach Land is the defense coordinator. Coach Schumann was the analytics guy. He got me hyped too. But Coach Lanning is the hype guy. He's the one that's gonna get you ready before the game, talk crazy, push you around, get you juiced up before the game type deal.
Schematically, tell me a little bit about the role that you played in the Georgia defense, particularly in the three down front mint, just because that was some change for you guys over the years, and how you guys went about using that. Asked a lot of the linebackers in particular.
How we use the mint?
Yeah, basically the role that you played
Yeah.
in the mint front, because they're taking on two gaps in order to free things up for you guys.
Yeah, so we'll play off the A and C gap. So you either be the 3-player or the daylight rusher. So a lot of times with being the daylight rusher, I can hit whatever gap I want to as a blitzer on a pass play. So whenever I go there with them taking on 2 blocks, it makes it easier for me to try to get to the quarterback. Just have to make a move on the running back.
When they were first teaching you guys about simulated pressure, now it's becoming the in vogue thing. You guys do that tremendously.
It was really tough.
Walk me through just the learning process of simulated pressure from a linebacker's perspective. But just you got a lot of the onus is on you to make a lot of the reads.
Yeah, so assimilated pressure, you acting like you bring in 5 men, but 1 is dropping. So just with that disguise, it also frees up. So it doesn't make the D-line have to work maybe as hard because of the simulated pressure, but it just allows opportunities to trick the offensive lineman. Yeah. Communication. From coming in, I came in from having my hand in the dirt to now I have to make signal callers, the D linemen, like JD and them, they getting on me like, what's the call? It's safeties, what's the call? DBs, what's the call? And then it's your fault. Someone mess it up, it's your fault type deal. I got tired of getting blamed, so that's probably the biggest thing, the biggest adjustment had to actually being vocal and talking.
What's the give and take between you and Nakobe on the field? I think you had a big play in the championship game after maybe he tried to give you a pointer about the play before.
Oh, yeah. I was supposed to be the whole player, but in that game, our whole player was supposed to play like a QB spy as well. But if it was a crosser, we were supposed to play crosser too. So I was being indecisive. And Nakobe seen me being indecisive in my call, and he just held me accountable for my mistake. He had some kind words, so I gotta say. Oh yeah, I mean, you don't take anything to heart. He know my why, I know his why. So you just gotta keep pushing forward. And goal at the end of the day was to beat Bama, and that's what we did. So.
What's the key to being able to overcome Alabama finally and bring the championship?
I felt like we believed in us more. And we kept it simple. So it was like we were running simple plays this time. So it's like just us against y'all. And my guys are better than your guys. We're not even trying to do any type of tricky dickery type things. Just me versus you. And I feel like that was the difference.
What's the mentality like after the SEC championship game lost to Alabama because the Georgia we saw take the field against Michigan looked like their hair was on fire. I mean, what was that like in the title game in that CFP playoff position?
It just came with a chip on your shoulder. We went and we lost, and then everybody was talking about how he was going to lose to Michigan, or lose badly to Michigan. It was how we've been winning all year. We've been trying to set this standard. We've been fighting. We've been grinding all year, and this is how they think now. So it's what they call rat poison. So we just kept put our head down, and we was we just got more to prove.
No matter what he's doing, no matter if it's the summer runs, no matter if it's the summer weightlifting, practice, he won't be denied.
How I'm tackling?
Bring along people with him.
Oh, I give that praise to my fault, y'all. Kobe messing me up over here. But a lot of that praise goes to Coach Schumann. So one of our indie drills will work actually tackling pursuits. So we'll have one of the linebackers be a ball carrier and the other come in a pursuit, and we'll just rappelling the tackler up each week before practice. So that playing a big role in showing in the game.
I'll say this.
Yes, sir. Yes. Go dog. What makes us a special unit? We're connected. Like, we had these things called score sessions that we did in the beginning of the year. So during the score sessions, it was literally, they'll take the coaches out. It'll be us talking to each other. We had to figure out each other's why we do what we do, our background, like our family, and then why we play football. So like, I could tell you about each and every single one of my teammates, what their why is, their background, why they play football, and they could tell you about mine. So it just, that chemistry was there. Like, we was fighting for each other's whys, not just to win. Well, to win a championship at the end of the day, but it was bigger than that.
Channing, can you go back to last summer when you guys were doing these workouts, getting pushed, and even Jordan Davis lost it at one point. What was that like right before the pool trip when you guys finally hit that wall? Because it looked like Kirby was going to push you guys to the very nth degree.
Mm-hmm.
What was that summer training like, and what do you remember about that day?
The day we went to the pool?
The day before.
The day before we went to the pool. Before we went to the pool, I feel like that was the first time we didn't have our station drill at Georgia. We went to, I forgot where we went. Yeah, it was like the intramural fields, and it was so hot out there. I was sweating. I was drenched, and it dried up. And I was like, yeah, it's getting serious out here. I was breathing, hyperventilating, everything in above, all in above. But coming out there the next day, the day he surprised us going to the field, we was just like, we just got to do what we got to do. I feel like at the end of the day, even though we was struggling, like, I felt like we was going to be better than everybody else just from a conditioning standpoint because of that.
Did you need that trip to the pool? Is that just Kirby sensing that these guys are ready for a break?
I think he did, because we have been grinding every day up until that point.
If he hadn't jumped, would you guys have thrown him in the water anyway?
Yes. Yeah.
What's it like to finally get past Alabama? What does Georgia need to do to stay on top of it?
We had never, since I've been there, we probably lost I want to say we lost to Bama 3 times, and it just never getting over that hump. Like, that was the perfect team to play at that perfect moment. Like, I couldn't ask for anybody else at that moment. It just meant the world. I know it meant the world to Georgia, the state of Georgia itself, but to me as well, like, it just meant the world to me because, like, I couldn't, like, it just all was set up perfectly, and I was just like, that's a testament to God, honestly. How do they keep it forward? Just keep being themselves, not trying to trick, and just believe in our guys. Our guys better than your guys type deal.
Do you guys believe that national championship game that you guys were better than them?
Yeah.
You worked against a lot of these guys on offense. Who are some of the guys on offense that you think are going to emerge? Now with Zamir and Cook moving on, and obviously Pickens leaving the team for the NFL.
Kenny McIntosh definitely going to stand out. He's going to be someone that he's going to be hell. We got Darnell Washington, Brock Bowers, of course, tight end game. Yeah.
Did you ever have to cover Bowers in practice? And when did you know that guy was going to be a freak like that for you last season?
I did have to cover him a couple of times to practice on the 3-up. He definitely had speed, but I knew he was going to be a freak. It was me and Adam during the summer. I want to say we was doing gassers. Like 40-yard gashes. Me and Adam was racing, and then I guess Brock went. He was wanting to join. So I was like, okay. It was like, yeah, like we about to smoke him. No, he beat me and Adam running on like 2 of those gashes. I was like, okay, like he's gonna be something serious. I knew it. I knew he was gonna be a freak once I seen that all by himself. Then with the ball skills on top of that, I was like, oh Lord, SEC not ready.
For just 2 more, please. 2 more guys.
Channing, your energy, just your range, I think that's the best part of your game. But having never started the game in Georgia, how do you stay patient behind the way
I just kept my head down. I knew it was going to be a transition just coming from high school into playing linebacker, and then all the different schemes that we run at Georgia. I felt like we run like an NFL-type defense. So it was frustrating for me, but for me personally, I wasn't frustrated at anybody else. So I knew what I had to do, so I just went, watched extra film, believed in the process. I knew the best players was here, so I didn't want to go anywhere else. I'd rather hit that hump now than hit it later. And so it just all paid off at the end of the day.
Tell people it takes to play in Georgia. What would you tell people that it takes to play for Kirby Smart at Georgia?
Relentless effort to play. Even if you don't know what you're doing, do it 100% because he's not going to take anything less, or you're going to get hit with that microphone.